have had two life-changing experiences in my life. The first one was in 1987 when I went to the March on Washington. And I was taking my brother's panel, who had just passed away from AIDS. And I actually thought it was all about AIDS. I had no idea that there was this other thing called a March on Washington happening. And it literally moved me. At the time, I was a golf professional. I went home, told my partner that I was going to quit my job as a head pro. And I was going to move to Washington and work for HRCF. And she's like, "What? Who are you?" And literally from that moment in January of 1988 to today, my world has revolved around being part of the movement, wherever I seem to fit. My next lightning bolt came in about 1996, about 10 years after that, and I was attending my first OutGiving conference. And what I learned in those first 4 days of that conference has forever changed my life. For me, that life-changing experience came out of the mouth of Tim Gill. What a shock. Tim stood before us in a room very similar to this and said, "There are many of us in the movement who can be our leaders. There are very few of us who can be the fuel. If it is not those of us at this conference who help fund our movement, we will never succeed." And that hit me like a lightning bolt. You're right. If it isn't us, then who? And I went home and we started our own little community foundation, which now has over 5 million in pledges. So Columbus, Ohio is going to benefit from the work of Tim Gill. Yeah, it's an amazing thing how this philanthropy just kind of keeps on giving. It was in these rooms that I learned from my peers that being a donor and giving away money actually took skill. Before then, I wasn't really sure how it was done. And for us to be impactful and strategic were other lessons that needed to be learned. We are fortunate that we have 7 different outgivers to tell their stories. They will share their journey in philanthropy with us, and I hope that their experience, strength, and hope will also change your life as you all have changed mine.